All right, my watch list for Wednesday. Start with NQ because it's got nice relative strength. You had this pop, I don't know, a couple weeks ago it looks like, to 772. Actually hit 773 today. Um, Switching to 15-minute candles. Had a nice volume spike here in the middle of the day. And it held up relatively well, so you got to like it up over these recent highs. 776, something like that. Might just get this going. So there you go. NQ. SHLD is in my notes because I think this thing is a good short. It's in a range right now between these two blue lines here. So if you get back up over 30, and the top of this range is about 3108. So if we get up over around 31 bucks, pretty interested in a potential short. That may or may not happen tomorrow, but keep that on watch with those lines there for your range. TRUE closed about where it opened today. All right, I've got my app. I don't have a TV in my office, so I've got an app. I'm trying to follow the Cardinal game, or some would say the Giants game, but I'll I'll call it the Cardinal game. And it's very distracting. I need to just look away. I had to leave the living room because I can't watch when the Giants bat because a walk-off would just upset me. So anyway, I've got an app, though, letting me know what's going on. Anyway, it's throwing me off big time. All right, TRUE held up pretty well. Relative strength, 3 days down. This has been a really strong stock, so this one just goes on bounce watch. Let's see, VSLR. It's kind of a weird idea here, but Solar's kind of got a bounce today, and so this is that recent IPO, which opened around 17. And look at it, it's down under 11 bucks now. So one of these days we're going to get another green day. So kind of watch Solars, and if they bounce, VSLR is a good candidate. Not a whole lot of chart to go on. KNDI, as I said in the video last night, still looking for a flush down to 11, and I'll look to pick some up there for a possible trade. Like the support there. HUN, I think, was in the video last night. Just another red day today. Getting close to that 21 area. The low back here in February was actually 2079. So I've got some alerts set on a lot of these stocks I'm showing you that if they get down near these prices, I'll be able to alert the room, hey, we're getting close to a potential turn. Halliburton, kind of the same deal. HAL, another red day. I've got a line in the sand, or a line of support drawn at 47.60 was the low back here in looks like January. If I pan out a little more, you can see it's sort of a double bottom there. So anyway, this around 47.5 is interesting. Anywhere under 48, I'll certainly be watching this for a potential bounce because you're down 3-4 days in a row. So that's HAL, MYL. And a lot of these guys are just, they may not come into play tomorrow at all. But they're still good to have on watch. And like I set a lot of alerts. MYL, I've got an alert set if this gets down to this area here because you're really just in a range. And I love it as a bounce play down here. Some of the prices are somewhere around right below 45. That's 44.80 right there. Okay, and that's MYL. JKS, another solar just in case Solars catch a bounce. You had a pretty nice bounce from here, and that's last October, so it's about a year ago. Looks like the low was, let's see, 1906. So if we flush through 20, I might be looking for a snapback rally. If you look at it, it's come from 26, so you get through 20. That's a pretty good move. So there's another one to watch if the Solars bounce tomorrow. PTEN, energy stocks pretty beaten up. And this is one of them, but from 30 down to 21.71 in a little over a week. And if you pan out, 22 back here, 22-ish was resistance, then support. Not exactly, but that area. And we breached it today. And with that kind of selling, I definitely want to watch this for a potential bounce also. And NI, I like this if it gets down to this 38.41 where it gapped up from. So I've got another alert set on that one, and that's NI. So you'll notice most of these are basically bounce plays, with the exception of NQ being a potential long, and there we go, and SHLD, potential short. My charts are slow right now. The rest of them are kind of bounces off support or just looking for an intraday turn. You know what? It's not my favorite list, but if you look at the SPY, you know, we're pretty beaten up here, and we're certainly overdue for a bounce. The bounce today was less than stellar. If you look at it on an intraday basis, a little bit of a run, pullback, and then went through the highs and then just bled lower for the rest of the day. So you're still not really finding a lot of buyers, but I think we could get a really nice snapback rally one of these days. And so to me, that's the smartest way to handle it, is to have stuff that's beaten up. Then if the market bounces, some of these stocks should give us a nice bounce as well. Oh, I forgot to add one here. XONE. Bear with me. I gotta add this to the watch list. Well, first I'll show you on an intraday basis. It's kind of flagging here. I definitely like it up over today's high. Let me remove that though and go back to the daily. 50% of the float plus, I think, is short. And you had a nice pop here. And this is when the market was getting killed, and now you're kind of flagging. So XONE is certainly interesting. Let's get a trend line there. And you can kind of picture it, right? So up in this area here, which would probably be 1975, 1980, could push through today's high and maybe test and break these recent highs. We actually traded this in chat a couple days ago and called it right before this move, which was really nice. We got it just over 19, and we got a move to 2075, really in about 45 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that. And so I'm looking for another move like that. Let me switch to 15s again. This is a pretty nice setup. Remember, it's got a lot. It's a lower float and a lot of shorts. So and holding up well in a weak market. So keep XONE. I got to add that to my watch list right now for the website. And all right, I'm going to quit babbling, and we'll follow up tomorrow night. Have a good night.